Hi guys, welcome back to Cristian Casts, where I go fishing so you don't have to. Today I am actually in my living room. We're still middle in a very rainy period, and I've got something really exciting because as some of you know through all my videos, I want to start with bait building, and I thought one of the easiest ways without making a lot of mess, because I first was thinking about making wood baits and all the carving and all the excess wood that falls off, and I don't really have the place at the moment because my cellar is quite full of all kind of gadgets and goodies. And so I thought, well, the easiest way would be to print and design the main body of the lure with a 3D printer. So we are today going to unbox the Bambu Lab A1 Mini. It is the smallest printer because I don't have that much space, and the lures tendency are anyway quite small, because the build plate has got a 15 times 15 centimeter building capacity, so that should be enough for what I need. There is the possibility to get a multicolor version of this printer, which I don't need because I'll be actually sanding down the main body and making sure everything is smooth, and then once it is sanded I will be painting it with an airbrush and creating different looks, because the multicolor printing doesn't work as good, or well, it does work good, but it doesn't fill the needs I have, because I want to make realistic baits that look like a brown trout or a rainbow trout. So we'll get started with the unboxing, and then we'll see how to set it up, how to tighten everything, what's in the box. At the moment there's a quite big sale, that's why I actually decided to get this. So let's get into the unboxing. So first things first, I will cut open the box. So we will take a look. Please keep this box is the first thing I can read. So we have got a big plastic bag. I will directly try and actually pull out the complete box. So we'll put this to the side, and this is the main printer. I'll put the box over here and pull the printer to this side, because I also heard already you shouldn't grab it by the X rail. So we'll see now. I'll open this bag. So first thing that I see is a toolkit which we will be needing. It's got pretty much everything in that you need for setting up the printer. It is very well packed, as I see, because there's lots of foam, and we'll take a look at what is all around here. So packing material, this is the wiper, we'll be installing that afterwards. We will take off this, and now one can already see the printer. There is the spool holder, I'll get to that then, and some more foam. I will take out the small printer just like this, and we'll place it right about here. There is a little gift they always give with, like little kits where you can print things. So I actually got the wireless mouse kit, so we can actually then print a wireless mouse and use it, which is really cool that they actually just throw in that. Then we have got the filament tube for putting through the filament, a PLA basic Bambu Lab filament, and then we will just put everything to the side, and then I'll get you guys back and we'll focus on the printer itself. So see you soon. So as you guys can see, this is the printer. You've got the build plate, you've got some more instructions. We'll pull out this foam here and pull out this from plastic and take this off. Then we will actually push this. No, we can't push that yet. We have to take off the zip tie. I'll actually quickly get a plier and we'll remove that. And then we'll get to building all the components. I'll quickly show you guys what is in the toolkit and we'll see what we got. So in the toolkit come extra screws, the mount for the printing arm. I don't really know what that is yet, but I will look that up. Then you've got 2 Allen keys and a nozzle cleaning needle for when it is clogged, and some lubricant, filament holders in case you decide to actually upgrade to a multi-filament printing version. So I'll quickly undo the zip tie and then I'll get you guys back. So I put you guys back on the tripod, and now we are going to just push this over a bit that we can remove this foam block, and then we remove this foam block from underneath the build plate, and there's one behind as well. And once that is removed, there are 3 screws, one here, and one here, which have to be hand tightened. I'll actually try and show you guys what I am talking about. So I'll try and show you guys the screws that I am meaning. So I'll twist down the camera a bit and I'll show you. They are the screws right here, and you have to tighten them. So we'll go ahead and tighten them, and then I'll get you guys back once we are ready to set up and put on the filament holder and the wiper for excess filament. So I'll get you guys back. So after tightening all screws, I'm actually gonna turn around and show you guys. There is a holder here that keeps everything tight, which has to be removed before being able to print. And they are not the easiest screws to get out, but slowly but surely. I don't want to do a full turn because you always knock the rail, which one always should be careful of. So I'll get them turned out. And it isn't a ball head key, so it is a bit harder, but I think that we got it now. So now we will loosen these ones still, right about here. And then we are nearly ready for mounting the rest. So those are those screws. I tend to keep all screws I get with gear. That screw is loose and this screw is loose as well. So, not quite yet. Those screws aren't the easiest, but we have got it. So there we go. That is that part done. So now we can look at these two screws right here. We actually are going to mount him, I think, like that. Yep, because that would not make sense. So everything is, this is the screws for the scraper. This is for the spool holder. So because you actually can print a bed scraper as well, and that will also do, but we will then still need the purge wiper, which gets mounted right about there. And the first thing we're gonna do is now screw on this. And I like that all threads are already set up with Loctite, so you should not be having a problem with them coming loose. It's always nice that firms think about things like that. So this one is nearly in. One shouldn't over tighten all the screws, everything hand tight. Then you can take him and push him on. And this is a quite nice and snug fit. Then you have got the purge wiper, which just slides in here, and you take the screw that is sent with and mount it from the bottom without pushing up too much, because I'll have to change that a bit. As you see, I moved it towards the corner because then I can actually use this and tighten this screw in here, all hand tight. And now we have gone through all steps of the quick start guide, and we can actually turn him on. So pack up everything, turn him on, and take you guys with on how it goes. We'll still remove this sticker. And now we will see how it goes. So I will get you guys back once I've plugged them in, and we'll go through the setup sequences, and then we'll maybe print our first benchy. Actually forgot to show you guys, we are going to put in the filament guideline, and we will actually do that just like that, and pretty much we are done. I might actually make something that we can put these cables together, and we'll see. I'll quickly go and plug them in. So I plugged in the printer, as you guys can see, and put you guys a bit towards it. Made the first noises. There we go. And now we can say start. We will put it on English. We are Europe. And now I will set up the Wi-Fi and everything, and then I'll get you guys back. I will not show you the Wi-Fi setup and everything because I would anyway end up blurring a lot. So we'll see each other once it is ready for the first print. As you guys can see, I have now connected my phone with the printer, and you can see now we will start the calibration. It means motor noise cancellation takes about 5 minutes, vibration compensation takes about 7 minutes, and auto bed leveling about 15 minutes. So we will start this process and then I'll show you guys. There's actually a light right up there also with a camera, and you can watch the bed of your printer and we will see how it goes. So it was not the hardest setup. It is actually really quick, and now it starts doing the motor noise cancellation, and I'm really interested. It really seems like it is very nicely built. I am really quite happy with how it looks, and I'm interested where we will go and what we will actually produce with this little printer right here, and if we actually are going to catch. I've got already a lot of ideas of very weird forms, and we'll see how that all goes. So I'll get you guys back once this is finished, and we'll see each other. So after doing the lubrication and finishing everything that it told me to do, we are actually going to print a file. A SD card actually comes with the printer where there are files on already which you can print, and we will do the speedboat, and we will start with the benchy. So it is preparing now. And now it is starting. So let's see. I haven't had any I don't have any experience with 3D printers, so I'm really interested how it goes, because this printer should be now it is doing the vibration check. I'm really interested how this goes, because it should be a plug and play printer. Everybody says it is. So I am really interested if it is as easy as everybody says, because I haven't used a printer ever before. So we'll see. I have no idea. Now there is a tool head cleaning. Heat bed preparing. I'll actually speed this sequence up then in the main video, and I will actually set a timer as soon as it starts printing to show you guys how long it takes. So I'll put on a stopwatch, if you guys can see, and we'll see how that goes. I'll actually put it right about here. I don't know if you guys can see it, like that you can see it. So as soon as it actually starts, now the heat bed is warming up. It's got 50 degrees, 51 degrees, and we will see how it goes. So as soon as it starts printing, I will start the stopwatch, and then I'll speed up the sequence that you guys can actually see how long it takes in real time right over here, and I can still speed up everything, and you guys can then see how well it works, and that really a amateur 3D printer is able to use this printer straight out of the box. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not too sure if we'll actually be able to print the complete Benchy, because I am using the filament that was sent with the printer. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do that as soon as we start printing. It is now actually calibrating the extrusion flow, and then it actually should start printing. This is a bit semi-optimal, but we'll see how that goes. And we've got our first little blob here, and now it starts. So I will start the timer and place it right here. And as you guys can see, it is printing really, really fast. It is amazing just to watch it. It actually, the whole table starts wobbling, so I might put this a bit to the side here. So, as you guys can see, I have got no experience whatsoever, and we have got our first print, and it is I'll take him off. And replace the build plate. Which is quite interesting. And now you guys can see we have printed our first benchy. We have got a little bit of stringing and a bit rough around the edges, but that is due to it being the fast print model. And I find for that we printed, I think under 14 minutes we printed this benchy, and for that I have to say it is really cool. As you guys see, even I can actually print with this without having any experience, which is really cool because I can play around a bit and really get into building baits, and I'll take you guys with on the journey. I'm gonna make our own playlist just for printing baits, and I was even thinking about if the models work well and if it goes as I plan it to go, that I will be also giving you guys the files, that if you have got a 3D printer or if you are thinking about getting a 3D printer, that you guys can actually take the baits I design and do your paint scheme and maybe go fishing with them and catch a personal best, who knows. And thanks for joining me on this video. I'm really excited. This is one of the surprises that I have got for you. The other surprise is still on its way here. It's going to be from, I'll tell you guys, it's from California. I think that it's from California, if I'm not wrong. And it's going to be really cool. It's got to do with fly fishing. So I'll get to you guys with that as soon as it comes and lands in my region, and we can go and test that out. But I'm not going to tell you guys too much about that yet, so keep tuned for upcoming videos and maybe some bait builds, and maybe we'll just print a white one and take him out and see how it performs and if actually it works as I am thinking it works. So we'll see how that goes, and keep tuned and we'll see each other. Cheers.